If you like our videos, consider checking out our Patreon.
CGP, corporate guinea pigs.
Hey everybody, Gutter here, and I'm here with Primal Soup Season 5 Retrospective Part 2. So anyway, let's just get straight into the disclaimer and intros.
What's up everybody, this is Daddy X from the Cottonmouth King, still blowing smoke rings, and you're watching Primal Soup right here with my good friends, the Cottonmouth King, sitting here. Don't touch that dial.
Yeah.
Stay a while.
Get a bowl.
Warning. If you want to see a show of glamorous people that have traditional, wholesome values, who care how anyone perceives their words and actions, guess what? You better change the channel right now. Because the corporate guinea pigs are not those people and never will be. So be prepared for coarse language, notoriously obese man, and the anarchy-based style of Primal Soup. So if you're bored enough to watch this show, don't be stupid enough to try any of it at home.
Peace of mind, peace of mind. Treated the same, just live in peace with peace of mind, enjoy the earth, this life of my kind, right now it's time to celebrate, relax, kick back, put your feet up, forget too late. Has this world gone crazy? Last chance, last dance for us, baby. Bombs are dropping, parties popping like the last days. Now I finally understand how crime pays. It's been planned out, designed to corruption, total domination, mass destruction, or mass distraction. You do the math when 1 + 1 don't equal 3. No, it's like a sickness and they don't want the cure for it. Apocalyptic and only they're sure for it. It's like we're doomed and we're heading for our last days. I want a peace of mind, everlasting. We want a peace of mind. It's times like this I wanna leave the world behind. We want peace. We want a peace of mind. I wanna take a little piece of my earth and get this whole world high. Get a little dose of reality. Think about the good things in life, because negativity only brings fatality. Fatalities bring broken hearts, tears, flowers, caskets, people crying, loved ones dying. I see my friends going down the wrong path, so I realize keep on striving, stay true to myself to try to find my peace of mind. Thank you, baby. We want a peace of mind. It's times like this I wanna leave the world behind. And get this whole world high. We want peace. We want a peace of mind. It's times like this I wanna leave the world behind. We want peace. We want a peace of mind. I wanna take a little piece of my earth and get this whole world high.
See, like I said last time, Season 5 is dominated pretty much by Cottonmouth King's and Suburban Noise Records music throughout the fucking season. So anyway, moving on from that, we're moving on to Primal Soup's Putt extravaganza, because at this time we're like, fuck it, let's all get together and just film a fucking putt tournament, which we fucking did. So part 1.
Hello and welcome to Primal Soup 2005 Putt extravaganza here at Glenn's Custard. We're here to have a good time and hopefully take home the trophy.
This is Boo. I'm taking out the first team. We got the lovely Trish. We got Larry, Molly, Sarah's coming up. We're gonna go get it done. You guys get your team picked.
All right, I'm Casey. I'm gonna pick my team. I want Cindy, my mom, Pat, my mother-in-law, Tug, and
Always the
my wife.
I was gonna say, man, you gonna go without picking your wife? That's just that. We get all their stuff on my team. We got our trustworthy scorekeeper, Jesus. Sticks down there. Jill. My mortal enemy, Bird. He's not my mortal enemy, I don't know. But I have some plans for him. And Ray. Forget I said that. Forget I said that.
I'm in the back of the pack there. Oh.
That's enough.
Jesus.
Don't worry, Bird.
Put some faith on it.
Don't worry, man. Nothing will happen to you.
Let's see what Jesus' stroke's like here.
Yeah, Jesus gets over a long
Oh! If he'd had his sandals on, it would have went in, man.
I guess I'll grab it.
Leanne's cooling off. Hey, Leanne. Is that nice and cool? Was that nice and cool?
Yeah.
How's your team doing, man?
Dude, from the sounds of it, you guys are all screaming fours and over there. We're doing pretty good. Trish is parring it like a champ. So I expect to see Trish in the finals, I think. The more she plays the course, the more it's going to come into her, maybe a hole in one here and there.
How do you feel, Sarah?
It's going pretty well. Yes, we're doing good.
Have you got any fours yet, or?
No fours, but a couple missed pars.
Yeah, you only get 4.
Made a couple, so.
Cool.
Okay.
Yes! Yes! Oh my God! Oh, yeah, unbelievable! Oh my God! There it is. It's in the hole. That was incredible.
Who decided to do this on 97-degree day for real?
I think that'd be your friend Casey.
Get out of my hole! No! Get out of here!
Hey, man. I'm filming you.
Doesn't matter. Get out of my hole! Boom! You missed it!
I'll tell you what, you missed it.
Come on now!
I'm filming your hole.
Oh, you
Like that.
First round.
After the first round, here's the leaderboard. Jill takes the first round with a 44. Next is Sarah with a 46. Cindy in third with a 49. And then at 52 we have me, Tug, Bird, and Ray, all with a score of 51. And slightly beating out Casey by least stroke limits is Maui. He gets an 8th and final spot. Now it's round to round 2.
I'm really pissed off that I didn't move on and Bird did, so I'm gonna go take care of some business. Let's go. So I guess, Casey, I guess you move on because Bird's done.
All right.
You're watching Primal Soup. Check out this clip.
So moving on from that, we're moving on to another JPB music video, this time without Maui. So anyway, little back info on this music video. When we went down to film it, we had to deal with fucking cops fucking with us, and people on the street fucking with us, and all that fucking bullshit. But anyway, JPB who?
What's wrong with these folks, man?
I don't know, man.
Why are they always trying to talk stuff on somebody, man? We be trying to be peaceful, man. But they act like we don't see them.
Let's show them, man. Let's show them. Let's show them.
Who you think that you talking to? Better stay in your place, or it might be your face. Oh, you think you cool? Now I see you running your mouth. Better go think about all the stuff that you say. This is not your day. Who you think that you talking to? Better stay in your place, or it might be your face. Oh, you think you cool? Now I see you running your mouth. Better go think about all the stuff that you say. This is not your day. Go and try to test my skills. Oh, I wish that you will. See, you might get slain off the words I bring. Now you got to focus on you. Better learn how to rule. Oh, you poor little fool. Now come get school. JPB brings the heat. So get up on your feet. Don't sit in your seat. Gotta feel this beat. Now you think that you got this down? Don't frown like a clown. See, I get around. Oh, try me now. Who you think that you talking to? Better stay in your place, or it might be your face. Oh, you think you cool? Now I see you running your mouth. Better go think about all the stuff that you say. This is not your day. Who you think that you talking to? Better stay in your place, or it might be your face. Oh, you think you cool? Now I see you running your mouth. Better go think about all the stuff that you say. This is not your day.
Do you really believe that you can compete with me? Youngin', please. I eat punk MCs with my Wheaties. You better act like you feel me and bounce. This JPB can come with mental philosophies or just crunk. Beats leave you drunk. Bass rattle hard enough to knock the screws out your trunk. You better zip your mouth up or get your lips sewn up. BP plays no games with lames. Said it before, take the fortune, y'all can keep the fame. Is you ready to deal with us in this hip-hop game? Cats get in the camera and run their mouth. You better do your homework to understand what my clan's all about.
Who you think that you talking to? Better stay in your place, or it might be your face. Oh, you think you cool? Now I see you running your mouth. Better go think about all the stuff that you say. This is not your day. Who you think that you talking to? Better stay in your place, or it might be your face. Oh, you think you cool? Now I see you running your mouth. Better go think about all the stuff that you say. This is not your day. Who you think that you talking to? Better stay in your place, or it might be your face. Oh, you think you cool? Now I see you running your mouth. Better go think about all the stuff that you say. This is not your day. Who you think that you talking to? Better stay in your place, or it might be your face. Oh, you think you cool? Now I see you running your mouth. Better go think about all the stuff that you say. This is not your day, boy.
I don't know who they talking to, man. I really don't know who they talking to.
They better shut their mouth and bounce this, man. Bounce with me, bounce with me, bounce with bounce. Fuck the cops, for real. Put that shit in your video. Dig that.
So let's go and check back in on how Primal Soup's putt extravaganza is going.
This is a little bit bigger undertaking than we thought, isn't it?
Man, 18 holes in miniature golf is a lot of freaking work, man.
Oh yeah, it is.
So I think.
Look at this.
So what's gonna happen?
Look
We're
at
gonna
my
cut it down to 2.
Look at me.
Weenies.
Cheap creepers.
Weenies.
Huh? Well, we're in the second round now. Tug moved on. And Boo and Casey, Casey moved on by circumstances out of Bird's control. So Boo, should we thank Glenn's Custard and Mini Golf?
Thank them very, very much. I had some pistachio ice cream.
Yeah, hell yeah. And you got on the side of your nose.
See, is that good? Right now we're heading to the second round. I gotta play the winner of the first round, which kind of sucks, but all you gotta be is top 4 right now, so that's what we're going for.
Can you feel the pressure, Casey?
Oh yeah, from way down here.
You can feel the pressure. The only reason why you made it is because of the sports-related injuries, torn ACL.
I want to dedicate this shot to Bird, who somebody ran over and destroyed his ankles or calf, or I don't know what happened, but hopefully everything heals up and he's okay. But this shot is dedicated to Bird.
My fallen homies.
Okay.
Got it.
What
are you doing?
Well, them losers are done, so look where they're going. Drunks. Going to the bar.
So moving on from that, we're moving on to a more traditional artist showcase. We're going back to another painter, Jess Patton. So moving on from that, we're moving back to putt-putt, and man, it is fucking hot as fuck that day. Obviously, you can tell by Maui's fucking shirts fucking soaked and everything else. So anyway, let's check out how the putt-putt's going.
Who's never played before?
This is the final 4. Final 4.
That's the way that goes about.
And our impartial scorekeeper today is Trish. The lovely Trish.
Fabulous scores.
Making
I
sure
like her. She
with
made
no
up for it.
prejudice.
and no irregularities.
She made up for her holes in one. She just knocked the ball away from the hole.
Ah, I see.
2.
Here we are at the 18th hole, and there's some controversy on the scoreboard.
I'm telling you, it's all Who let her be in charge? It's all good.
So
Oh, you're right.
Our lovely Trish was celebrating the rain and lost concentration.
Yeah.
We're a little worried.
It's all good.
It's all good. We're ready now. Okay. Silence.
Where are you at?
Honesty.
I told
Well,
you. Yes, I did.
It is finally over. All the golfing is over. Let's hear the scores.
Now,
What are the scores?
I think we should do a grand total.
Sarah
I got annihilated.
24. Maui got 31. Cindy got 21. Jared got 27.
So Cindy is the winner.
Can I
Of the first.
present the award?
Because girls rule and boys
I need first, second, and third to line up here. Third place, will you please step into the prize arena? Whoa, we don't need to see that.
I can't do that. I was gonna stand head first.
Okay. Jill, for your diligence
And cheating.
Did not. I'm getting film. I'm getting the film.
You're gonna watch the film, Chuck, and make sure she didn't cheat. But third place goes to
Just gonna edit it,
my
make it
loving
look
sister, Jill. All right, get the hell out of here. In second place, which we thought she was all gonna take first, we have second place goes to Sarah. What?
Like that.
Yeah. Sorry, Sarah. That's what happens when you have memory loss.
And now, the grand prize winner that wins the Best of Primal Soup tape and the first annual trophy.
My secret.
So now you can watch Primal Soup anytime you want on the Best of Primal Soup tape.
Best Primal Soup tape. And the 2005 Primal Soup Hot Pot Extravaganza winner is Cindy Skiles.
So during this time in the season, Casey and Ty Stick worked security for the Vintage Grand Prix, because in Pittsburgh every year they have a Vintage Grand Prix where all these people get together with their old cars and they fucking race them in Shenley Park. So anyway, let's just check in on the first bit of Primal Soup at the Vintage Grand Prix.
Hey, Primal Soup. Casey and Ty Stick here.
And we're here at Shenley Park for the 2005 Pittsburgh Vintage Grand Prix.
The proceeds of this race are going to the Autism Society of Pittsburgh and the Allegheny Valley School of Mental Retardation, where they're basically going to race around the park and raise some money for a good cause.
Yeah.
And these cars, I just got a little view of them. Hey man, it's 3:20 in the morning. Tyler and I are here making sure no one gets past, checking out the to pass in the park to mess up any of the cars.
Yeah.
And
yeah, we're Renipo today.
yeah, so we're narcs.
Corporate Guinea Renipo.
Corporate guinea pig narcs, but
Yeah.
it's for a good cause, and we don't want to see anybody's car get messed up. So
We got a nice little area here, decent sights. We're right across from Phipps Conservatory, here at the Shenley Park Visitor Center. What, 30 yards away?
yeah,
Something like that.
we're just
Got a little map of all of Shenley Park here.
we're just hacking and hanging out and
Taking a sack, listening to music.
Filming a
really
little
pathetic
stuff.
little Walkman with little dinky speakers.
but it's all good, man. And
It's cool, having fun.
it's all for you. It's
Yeah.
all for you guys.
3:20 in the morning.
Because without you,
Sunday morning.
it'd just be home video. So check out this race. Peace.
See y'all.
This is a 1959 Lotus 18. It's a Formula Junior. It first raced around Christmas in Great Britain. This particular Formula Junior is a car that was the step right below Formula One. If you went to Formula One, you went through Formula Junior, and some wonderful drivers drove a car like this, including the late great Jimmy Clark.
Where did the car originally come from?
I bought the car from a fellow in Connecticut, but it's been raced and owned by a fellow in Switzerland. These cars have had a resurgence in Europe, and a lot of Europeans want them, and a lot of them now go from the U.S. back to Europe. It was made in England, and a car like this is is happy going back home. This can be raced actually at Monaco when they have the historic races in Monaco.
What kind of horsepower does it have?
It's got about 105 horsepower. It's a very small 4-cylinder engine, 1100 cc's. The car only weighs about 700 pounds, so if you look at a typical American car that weighs 3,800, 4,500 pounds, this is 500-600 horsepower.
Yeah.
Or 600-700 horsepower.
Power to weight?
Power to weight, it's a quick little car.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't need very much horsepower to get this thing going.
No, not a whole lot.
But it's a trip to drive.
It's been a lot of fun to drive. I've had a good time with it. You have to be a little careful, especially in a track like Pittsburgh. Your car can get away from you if you let it.
Yeah.
But it's if you let it. People get scared of cars, and it's the driver, it's not the car.
Right, yeah.
So I don't even know how this came about, but we were out one day, and it must have been trick or treat. But these firemen and these local guys were talking about how in their town they always had problems with people whipping through town and almost hitting trick or treaters. So they came up with a pretty clever, ingenious idea for how to deal with that: the Marwood Ghost Train.
Who was it a couple years ago? The guy, it was when we first started, a guy, I think at that time Halloween, might even have been on the weekend we did it here. And a guy came down from the bar, I guess.
Yeah, he was at the bar.
And he crashed through this guy's yard down here amongst all the Halloween kids. So
that's before the barrier was up.
We said, well, what we're going to do, we're going to put a light up. So I says, well, if we're going to put one up, we might as well just put one back on the railroad tracks. And, just to keep the traffic down. Well, the next thing you know, everybody's applauding us for doing it because, you might be saving lives.
It slows the people down. Right.
So, needless to say, then we made the flashing lights down there and started blowing the horn. It started out basically as a safety thing, and
so it's good for entertainment and safety.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we've actually had the state police here.
Yeah, they were sitting down there watching.
And they, come over and, what are you guys doing?
Well,
okay, good. Keep up the good work.
They probably could pinch us if they wanted to.
So far, all we want to do is get in trouble. We're not doing it to cause a ruckus or anything. We actually started doing it to slow people down so we don't kill the kids.
It's an awesome idea. I think you're. And you'd be surprised how many people does stop. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And the train's gone.
The train hasn't been here for 15 years.
So, like I've been saying in these two retrospectives, we interviewed the Cottonmouth Kings. And this is the beginning of that. This is us driving down and me explaining how it's my birthday and all that shit, and we're going to interview the fucking Cottonmouth Kings. So let's just get straight into that.
Well, everybody, hey, new episode of Primal Soup. An extra special episode of Primal Soup.
Extra special.
Why? Because it's my birthday. That's Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
But no, that's not it. But guess what I get to do on my birthday? I bet none of y'all out there are going to do what I get to do on my birthday. Boo, what are we going to do for my birthday?
Today, go to the post office to get cigarettes.
But we have an interview with the Cottonmouth Kings!
Cottonmouth Kings! In a couple hours, we will be down at Mr. Smalls Theater. Mr. Smalls. Imagine us doing an interview with Mr. Smalls.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to be down there pretty soon interviewing the Cottonmouth Kings. Backstage passes.
Backstage.
We really abused our media privileges just to hang out with them. We're still kind of totally unprepared, and it's concerts in a couple hours. Oh well, whatever. Check out this clip. We'll be back.
So anyway, let's check back in with Casey and get some more interviews at the Vintage Grand Prix.
Hello, I'm Casey, and we're with Primal Soup, and I have a couple questions about your car. What kind of car is it, and how long have you had it?
Well, this is a 1963 Elva Courier. Elva is a small English manufacturer of cars. Actually, the brand is 50 years old, but it went out of business in the late 60s, unfortunately. And this is a very rare example of a car. They built about a dozen of them. I owned this car since 1999. However, it was a total basket case of rotten parts, and it underwent a professional restoration, which was completed last year.
So is this the first year that this car's been raced?
Actually, the second year.
Second year? Where are you originally from? I understand that you came a long distance to race in this race.
Yeah, well, as you can imagine, my Chinese accent, well, joking, I have a German accent, and you know, silver is the German racing color. So I was born and raised in Germany, and we immigrated to Canada in 1993, and we live in the Toronto area, about 6 hours away from here.
As far as the Pittsburgh track goes, have you ran it yet? Or?
Actually, I did. I have another race car. I came here 2 years ago, and I truly enjoyed it. So I came back this year, and I will be back in future years.
What do you like about this track that maybe other tracks don't have?
Well, this track is truly unique. It is the only real vintage car race probably in the world, because in the 50s, that's what they did. They took normal open roads, closed them for the Sunday, and went racing. So that's the last race of its kind probably in the world, and that's terrific.
Well, thank you very much, Stefan.
Okay.
And we'll see you guys. Check out this clip.
So you know how we did those fucking chase scenes in the last retrospectives? This season we're like, let's crank it up a bit. Let's raise the fucking stakes. Let's do a car chase scene here.
I gotta take care of I'll be back in a little bit.
Alright. Well, I gotta run pick my girl up anyway, so I'll just meet you back here.
Alright.
Alright.
Whoa, dude.
Oh,
what's going on, man?
I don't know, man. I just seen Bush. He shot Gutter.
What?
I think he shot Gutter, man.
I saw him, man. He shot Gutter. He, what was Gutter doing there with Bush?
I don't know, man.
Dude, I can't believe Gutter's dead, man.
We gotta go back and check on him. I'm serious.
Dude, no, he's dead. There's nothing we can do.
We gotta do something. I don't believe this, man.
Hey, man, try to figure out what's going on. The government cleaned it up by now. I gotta go take a
I'll be back.
What we need to do is talk to Trish and see what he was doing today, so we'll know for sure who that was.
I got a man, talk it over.
Hey, God, dude.
Oh. Oh crap! Better watch my back.
So now we're down in Pittsburgh and we're hanging out, waiting to hook up with the Cottonmouth Kings and all that stuff hours and hours later, and we're nervous and shit, so obviously that involves lots of drinking and lots of smoking. So anyway, here's this.
Well, it is now 2:40 and we're down here at Mr. Small's Theater. And we're scared, dude. It's finally hit us. This is our first interview.
Dude.
And it's our favorite band.
We are... Yep.
We are screwed.
Screwed.
We're screwed, man. And me and Chuck gotta do the talking. We're gonna be screwed. He's gonna start talking and go, blah, 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 and I'm gonna try to pick up on it and be like, blah, blah, blah. You know, we're both gonna look like retards. You guys will try to pick up the slack and up.
Dude, the more words of who was it, Bill Paxton? Man, game over, man. Game over.
We do a heading when we realize we suck balls.
Yeah.
So anyway, check out this clip. You'll see the disaster that's probably going to be this Cottonmouth interview in a little bit.
We're moving straight back into the Vintage Grand Prix with Tyler doing some interviews here.
All right, we're back. It's Tie Stick here with Mike Zappa. Gonna ask a couple questions about his gorgeous TVR here. So, Mike, what year is your car here?
This is a 1972 TVR M. It was the first M chassis made in 1972 from the TVR company. This car originally was shipped to Germany, bought by a guy in the Air Force, came over to this country, was out in Oregon, sold to a guy in Salt Lake City. I saw it for sale, I bought it and restored it. So it's a very rare what they call a hybrid TVR because it's the old Vixen body with the M chassis. This one has a TR6 motor with triple side draft levers, close to 200 horsepower in this.
So, how long did it take you to restore this car?
This took about 8 months to restore the car from frame off. So it was a complete restoration from the ground up. I have a shop here in Pittsburgh in the north side, in Allegheny West.
Like I thought.
Here, let me. We should talk maybe a little bit about the 59 MGA, which is sitting over here with my crew.
Okay.
It's underneath right now.
Sounds good.
You just swing the camera. This is a Group 6 car, okay, 59 MGA. We're gridded 4th, but as you can see with the number of bodies that's underneath the car, none of them are smiling faces. We broke a spring in the last session. So we're going to take the spring off like we did right now, jump in the truck, which we're going to do right now, head to my shop and weld it up. But it's a 1600 MGA. It's a Sebring Coupe, which is a very rare model, and there was probably only 6 of these made in the world.
Okay, remember in the last retrospective I said, you know, when you don't really plan what you're filming and kind of just expect shit to happen, sometimes you end up doing weird stuff for the show. Well, Bird and Casey ended up going to a bodybuilding competition for some reason and came back with this footage. Here.
You're eating a griddle. Nasty.
Well, Casey here, and Bird's dragged me out to this Radisson where there's gonna be men with pectoral muscles. We're at a bodybuilding contest. I'm building my body as we speak, just in a different direction. That's good. So I'm gonna see what these guys think about lifting and stuff, and get a few tips so that I can better myself. Watch this clip.
We got the monkeys. 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 We got the monkeys.
Hey,
Hey,
what's up?
going to see some bodybuilders, lift some weights, and flex in their string bikinis.
You want to be like these guys, don't you?
Not really.
You just told me you do like 200 push-ups a day.
Not push-ups.
Oh, shut up. That's different.
You just want to be sexy for the ladies. Alright, let's go. One second. Look at the gentleman. Hello, and I'm here with Eric Abel, and he's going to tell us a little bit about polygraph testing for bodybuilding contest. Hi, Eric. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Really good.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Now, why do they have to be polygraph tested?
Well, the competition that we're at here today is the Organization of Competitive Bodybuilders. It's a federation of competitions, and their rules say that you have to be 5 years drug-free from any type of bodybuilding type of steroid or supplement that would be banned by this federation.
Okay.
You're watching Primal Soup. Check out this clip.
Moving on from that, we're moving straight back into us hanging out outside the Cottonmouth Kings show.
Well, everybody, we're back, and it's still Cottonmouth Day and still my birthday. But yeah, we just came back from the bar, and we're feeling a little bit more at ease now.
Yeah, we just passed 420, and it's now 431.
Yep, so check out this clip. We'll be back in a little bit, and maybe during this episode, you'll actually get to see the Cottonmouth interview. Maybe. If you're good enough.
The powers
We'll see if you behave yourselves.
The powers of alcohol really do help you. The power of alcohol compels you.
The power of alcohol compels you.
So we're moving back to the Vintage Grand Prix and this dude and his vintage fucking Mini Cooper here.
This is a 1963 Mini Cooper, 1298cc. It's actually the press director's car who runs this event, and I'm just racing for him this weekend. It's a cross between a race car and a street car. Unfortunately, we had problems yesterday, so I'm going to be gridded towards the back of the pack, but I'm going to have fun working my way through. Right-hand drive, left-hand shift.
How many years have you been racing?
Since I've been 17, and I'm 21 now, so yeah, I just started off SCCA, got my license at Summit Point, $500 and just kind of went from there.
So throughout all of these retrospectives, I have kind of come to realize that we just like destroying shit. So we had an old-ass fucking TV that broke, so we're like, fuck it, destroy it!
Well, everybody, it's a new season of Primal Soup. And now, since we are hypocrites because of our computer segment, we decided we're going to be hypocrites and destroy the media. So we're carrying out this TV, and we're going to have fun, have our new statement, and the dog's gonna die next.
You know
yeah, we're here with our same bag of tricks, our axe and our sledgehammer. Nothing like fun. Hey, this is fun.
Yeah, lots of fun.
I wonder if it's gonna be as bad as cleaning up the computer. Well, anyway, we're here with our new statement on media and technology, and guess what? Yes, we are hypocrites, because yes, I know we use technology to take care of our stuff, but anyway, and we are the media, but anyway, the news media. You know how biased they are? You know what you're hearing ain't even true? But anyway, you know, let's take care of this. Everybody.
Alright, so let's check back in outside the Cottonmouth show.
So, Bird, tell them what you did for, like, you know, to prepare for this Cottonmouth show. I know you didn't review the questions or anything.
For this show, I even shaved my unibrow, but I didn't learn any of the questions.
Take your glasses off and show.
Look, man, it's all gone. Used to be some there, it's gone now. I shaved it, you know, with the Gillette 3 thing, you know, the 3 blades. Dude, that works, man. You get some of those, you know. They're not that cheap. They're cheap, you know. And I'm poor, so you can afford them.
You're doing all that to impress guys. It's not like they're...
No, but, you know, I didn't want to look like a freak either.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
Well, now it should be Bird's favorite part of this episode, the oily, ripply dudes. So now we're going to move back to the Vintage Grand Prix and with Casey doing some interviews and shit here.
Casey?
Hi, Casey. John Barheit.
And we're here today at the Schelling Park Classic, and we're checking out your car. What kind of car is this?
This, Casey, is a 1975 BMW 2002. It has been a race car for about the last maybe 6 or 7 years, and we've been out here at Pittsburgh since 1998.
As far as speed goes, what can this do?
Well, this car right now with the current gearing will probably run about 130.
The Pittsburgh track, are you enjoying the atmosphere that it brings?
Oh, absolutely. This is a wonderful event. You know, as a car enthusiast, you know, you get to see all kinds of neat cars that you just don't see anywhere else. And then to race on, you know, city streets, you know, kind of as the old time vintage racing stories go, and then with the crowds and just the environment, and even with rain, even in the rain, it's a wonderful event. We do this for fun.
So this is more for fun. Do you get competitive when you're racing this, or do you kind of baby it a little bit?
Well, yeah, we like to say that we baby it, but you know, actually you get out there and you're having fun, and you do get competitive.
Your adrenaline's pumping. And
oh yeah.
I've never drove a car or any car around here that would compare anything. So
it'd be really cool.
Yeah, it is, and there are skills, and you know, as you go through a driver education program and learn how to do this, you learn how to control, you know, your body and the adrenaline, and you know, so that you can make good decisions.
Is that something that all these racers have been through, or most of them? Do they have to have that training?
With BMW CCA Club Racing, yes, there is a driver school program with the car club that we bring racers up through, and for them to qualify for a racing license or racing. So.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah,
it was
Casey.
an honor.
Yep, thank you.
And we're going to take a couple pictures of your car,
Sure
and
thing.
you check out this clip.
So anyway, we're still outside the Cottonmouth show. Now it's fucking dark, and we're trying to get hooked up with our contact and all that fucking stuff. So anyway, let's just check that out.
Well, boo. We all thought we were going to get in before all these people, but guess what? We're not.
We're not.
So anyway, check out this clip. We'll be back. Eventually, we'll get to it. I guarantee it. So maybe. I can't guarantee nothing, but hopefully.
So for this vintage Grand Prix footage, Ty Stick went and he collected a whole bunch of fucking facts, and we put them together with this fucking video. So moving on from that, we're moving back to Cottonmouth, where we're still having a hard time getting a hold of our contact here.
Well, the crowd moves forward and Primal Soup stands in the back like normal. We get left behind.
We're all right though, man. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, eventually.
I have faith.
I think that's a made-up number, and Bird hasn't been talking to anybody for the past 2 weeks. He's just been making it up
Called
in his
anybody
head.
till today.
He's just been making it all up in his head.
Yeah, they never emailed me back and said about getting this, did they?
You typed it on the screen yourself in your little twisted imaginary world.
So anyway, we finally make it inside, and we got to watch these other dudes interview Cottonmouth Kings first, and then we got to set up, and then we got to interview them. And by this point, all they wanted to do was eat before performing, so they were pretty fucking pissy with us. Not Daddy X. Daddy X was cool and professional, and he knew what he needed to do. But if you pay attention to his fucking interview, you can see D-Loke fucking burning holes through my head with his fucking eyes, man. He fucking hated us. So anyway, Cottonmouth Kings interview.
The views in this interview do not represent the views of WIUP or Indiana University of Pennsylvania. They are only those of the individuals in this segment.
You guys got the munchies or something up there? What's up?
We got the monkeys.
Anyway, we're here with one of our favorite bands, Cottonmouth Kings,
Yes.
which we totally abused our media purposes to hang out with.
As any good stoner should,
So introduce yourselves, guys.
I'm Daddy X over here.
Johnny Richter.
Elo.
Pagligo.
Pagligo.
Alright, for the people out there that don't know who Cottonmouth Kings are, the people that are in school,
Like it that way.
give a short summary of what you guys are all about.
We're all about personal freedom, smoking the good ganja, eating the munchies, satisfying our munchies, and we're all about our special guest stars tonight. Everyone, the ladies, come on in, ladies. Give a little word about it. Tell them about how you got that pearl necklace.
Well, I went to the mall and there was this Russian lady there, and she kind of told me that my hair was ugly, but then to make up for it, she gave me the pearl necklace.
She told you that?
Yeah.
That's a good story. I would have given that a pearl necklace for a lot less than that. That's good. All right, thanks, girls.
What are the advantages of being like the underground band? You know, you don't have to deal with labels or whatever.
Well, you know, it's just there's a lot. It's just people bring us lots of good presents, like good bags of herb and pop brownies and cookies. And girls give us free.
know, we get lots of good munchies like this thrown to us. I mean, there's a lot of advantages. What's some of your favorite advantages?
Just being able to do what we want, not being able to tell us what to do, pretty much get a run around the program.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's what I like about it.
Let's talk about Fox, you get one of your advantages.
I guess that's an advantage. That's what he likes. I have to phrase the question differently next time.
Because
so, Pop, what do you like? There you go.
Can we talk about it? Can we talk about on the show? And
Yeah,
what's the galas?
in Pittsburgh, we're totally uncensored.
Oh.
We get into whatever
I smoke pot.
Say whatever. But come in a little closer, man.
Pot, smoke.
Well, because of the content of your music, you guys get hassled by the cops? No. Why should we?
We don't get hassled. In fact, we have the cops come to our shows and just enjoy themselves and get wasted with us.
That's great. That's cool.
I mean, the bottom line is, this is America, right? There's like war and violence. It's cool, right? I mean, alcohol sponsors football games, get fights. It's great. It's a great place to live, you know. So, yeah, no, we don't get harassed at all.
That's cool.
It's the opposite. Yeah.
Cool.
Matter of fact, we have some cops show up and bring us herb, like that they confiscate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We try and we're like Robin Hood. We try and get it back, spread it back to the people.
So the American dream isn't dead, right?
Nah, man, it's all beautiful.
Well, how has the tour been going anyway?
Amazing. Great shows every night. You know, happy to be back out. We had a little break. We're back and having a good time. You know? Shows are good. Fans are good. Everything's been good.
Cool. What are the 3 rules of cutting on the show? 3 rules: enjoy yourself. Try to sneak in for free. Don't steal our merchandise. Buy it.
You're swung the joint passes to the person next to you. Someone falls down in the pit, pick them up, and no fighting.
Yeah, no fighting. You can get a little rough.
Yeah, you get rowdy.
You get rowdy.
You got Marco problems.
No beat that laying down. You try to leave with the voice, like if the people that come to shows leave still being able to talk, then we didn't do the proper job. They should leave with not being able to talk the next day. They scream so loud.
You got any like new projects coming out soon or anything like that?
Yeah, we got our label Suburban Noise Records, and we have a new Cottonmouth King record dropping this Tuesday called Joint Venture. It's a CD, 23-song CD, and it has a full Cottonmouth King video anthology, like it's a CD, DVD package. And on the records, the new Cottonmouth stuff, some remixes, and then there's 2 new King Spade songs from their records coming out this summer. 2 new Daddy X songs from a record out called Family Ties, dropping January 31st. And then DJ Bobby B has a project called One Session, the Family Jewels, the Hidden Treasures. Family Jewels, Hidden Treasures.
Bobby B presents the Hidden Treasures, and their full length is going to follow that. It's called Family Jewels. Called One Session. Pretty good.
Check all those out.
So then, Subnoise, we just signed Head PE.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Got a record coming out in the springtime.
Oh man, that's great, man. I love Head PE.
Yeah. That's a big signing for us. And then we also signed a group called X Clan. They're a hip hop group. If anyone remembers them out there who follows hip hop, they're like a revolutionary hip hop group from I think they're out in the early '90s, right, B? Yeah, they're on tour right now with Damian Marley Jr. So we're proud to announce them.
Yeah, that's cool. That's real cool.
So you guys tour all the time. So what's the best part about being on tour? The shows, for sure. You spend your whole day just, saving up for those 2 hours on stage. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's all about the shows. That's what we're here for. That's what it's all about. It's not that, that's definitely what keeps us going. Is the people, the love we get. It's really overwhelming and humbling the amount of love and respect we get from the people across the country. So it definitely keeps us going to shows.
Now, of all the albums that you've done, what's your favorite one?
You know what? It's funny because when we put our live show together for this tour, we just released Cottonmouth Kings #7, the 7th full length, including the Experience and the live record, the EPs and stuff like that, but 7 full length studio albums. When we go pick out songs for our live show, we pick songs from every album. You know what I mean? Because like every album, I can't say that one album's more favorite than the other, but there's definitely songs that are probably like ones that really stick with you a little more. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I like the Rolling Stone album personally a lot. I really like that record, but I like all of our records.
That's one of my personal favorites too.
Yeah. How about you, David? You guys, everyone might have a different answer.
Yeah, every you know, seems like every every album we're working on at the time is like your favorite. It's hard to tell though, you know. A lot of albums have a lot of cool songs.
We go back.
They're all unique, you know what I mean?
This summer I got back and I was bumping the High Society record. I just found out when I was playing that one. I was listening to old songs I've heard in a while, you know, the ones we don't play live. Nobody had heard in a year or two, you know, and you listen back to old songs and it brings back good memories all the time. So, you know, every song's got a different memory, a different feeling to it, you know what I mean? So, it's just fun making music, so.
I remember being in your car listening to King's Dash 2, remember you playing that? Remember that?
Really good, man.
We're just rolling around in your truck. I forgot we were out there, but just getting ready to that summer. But you were playing that, you were loving that record.
There's one thing with that, because from what I've been listening to, music's evolved over time. You never stay the same, you always change, there's always something different, always something to look forward to. That's what I like. Every CD, there's something different.
Yeah. Yeah, man, we try, you know, that's what we try to not put any boundaries on us and always try to make new, innovative records for sure. But always stay true to what the Cottonmouth Kings is, you know. But the new Cottonmouth Kings Never 7, I like, you know, like that record live, you know what I mean? That the new record just put out. Yeah, so.
Have you guys had many hurdles to overcome, like, you know, to get where you are now?
Yeah, I mean, the whole journey, we've been around 10 years touring, and of course you have obstacles, and you know, as part of the journey, you know, but you just take one day, one show at a time, one record at a time, one song at a time, and everything is just, you know, you learn and grow from everything, you know. So we've had obstacles as far as like, you know, from the business standpoint, you know, we've had our issues with our distribution and this and that, but we've always tried to, that's why we formed Suburban Noise Records to try to overcome those kind of obstacles and you know, and work through them and just learn as we go, you know what I mean? So we're always learning, always coming up with, you know, having obstacles for sure.
What's your idea of a perfect day?
Yeah, today's a great day. You know, perfect day to definitely involve, you know, some good weed, you know, a nice lady, a little relaxing maybe, I don't know, you know, as long as you got, you know, nice lady or your special lady if you have one, or, you know, or a hot girl if you, if you don't, you want to enjoy it, and, you know, get some good weed and some nice weather. Maybe even some rainy weather. I like rainy weather, you know, sometimes it doesn't, you know, just good days on your mind, you know what I mean? You're gonna have a good day, you're gonna have a good day, you're gonna let that stuff get in your way or whatever, or bring you out of it, you know? But definitely it's gonna make it easy. It's a good day to me.
Sold out show.
Sold out show. That's a good day.
A lot of women.
A lot of good days. Nice meal, good barbecue, good combo, bad music.
It's time for these fellas to eat. Maybe we should wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, where did you show up? Anyway, go to cottonmouthkings.com, suburbannoise.com. We'll check you later.
Suburban Noise Records.
Suburbannoiserecords.com. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Enjoy your life.
Exactly. Enjoy.
All right. So, are you surprised that we didn't have any audio fucking equipment and the audio of this fucking interview sucked? But anyway, if you really want to, you can go farther down into the depths of Worst Movies on YouTube page, and you can find a documentary me and Bird made about going to the Cottonmouth Kings show and get some behind the scenes details on that. Nah, the hell with that. I decided I had to bust in while editing this, and I decided to make that documentary part of this retrospective. So here is me and Bird, I don't know, like 7 years ago, talking about that Cottonmouth interview, about how poorly it really went. Check this out. Hey everybody, Bird and Gunner here from CGP Productions.
How's it going? You have no idea who we are.
Exactly. But we're nobody, but we got to interview the Cottonmouth Kings back in 2005. And we did this interview at Mr. Small's Theater outside Pittsburgh, PA. And we're going to show you all the footage from 2005. Our way there, waiting outside, our nervousness, our going to relieve said nervousness by going back and forth to the bar.
And then show you how the debacle of the interview and how it went down, and what happened before and after.
And I still have a very hard time watching this interview. I mean,
me too.
Anyway, let's get started. Here is us on the way to said Cottonmouth interview. Enjoy. Well, everybody, hey, new episode of Primal Soup, an extra special episode of Primal Soup.
Extra special.
Why? Because it's my birthday. That's happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
But no, that's not it. But guess what I get to do on my birthday? I bet none of y'all motherfuckers out there are going to do what I get to do on my birthday.
We have an interview with the Cottonmouth King.
Cottonmouth King. Backstage passes. We really abused our media privileges just to hang out with them. You know, we're still kind of totally unprepared, and it's concerts in a couple hours. Oh well. We kind of wrote some stuff down, but didn't really put too much effort into it because that's been our whole entire TV career, was not really putting much effort into anything. Well, it is now 2:40, and we are down here at Mr. Small's Theater. It's finally hit us. This is our first interview.
Dude.
And it's our favorite band.
We are fucked. We're screwed, man. And me and Chuck I do the talking. We're gonna be screwed. He's gonna start talking and go, and I'm gonna try to pick up on it and be like, you know, we're both gonna look like retards.
So anyway, check out this clip. You'll see the disaster that's probably going to be this Cottonmouth interview in a little bit. See ya. And in between these takes here, where we'll be right back. You know what we're doing. Going to the bar, smoking up. But of course, we couldn't really show it on TVs.
Yeah.
That's why we didn't film it. But that's what we were doing. We were like, we'll be right back. That's what we were doing. But yeah, we just came back from the bar, and we're feeling a little bit more at ease now.
Yeah, we just passed 420 and it's now 431.
So Casey was supposed to be the fourth person there that night to help us film and stuff, but he got screwed into working, so Tyler lucked out. That's why Casey kept calling us all night. Let's laugh at him for not being able to be here. Hello? What's up? Casey's jealous of us.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Interject a message from Casey, man. I'm telling you, just a pissed off message. Damn the man.
Well, you know what's pretty crazy though? You know, we're gonna go in there with our piddly ass little cameras and our ghetto lights, and they're just gonna look at us like, these are just stoners playing with video cameras, isn't it?
Retards.
And we'll go,
yes,
yep,
we are.
yes we are. That's all we are, man. We've never said we were anything more than
we
that.
never claimed anything.
Never. We went to the bar so many times that the bartender actually, you know, recognized us after like the third, fourth time. I think maybe we ended up being 4 times we were there. Well, it's almost time for us to go and do our deal, and we're better now. But anyway, we're gonna walk up and see what we can get. Check out this clip. We'll be back. But yeah, I don't know what the hell what they even thought of us, man. We went in there with our $2.99 lights and our crappy cameras that even back then were 8 years old, something like that.
They're watching The Iron Chef.
It's like Iron Chef or something.
America. I just remember us just huddled in that little dining room part. We refused to look around the corner at him. We were waiting. It was like we were waiting to be summoned. You know, like enter. You know, the realm of the kings. You know, and then you come in like, oh, Sir X, may we smoke with you?
Anyway, we're here with one of our favorite bands, Cottonmouth Kings, which we totally abused our media purposes to hang out with.
As any good stoner should,
You know what I think's great about our interview, unlike any other interview you'll ever see on TV, is you'll never see any TV show or anything let the talent they're interviewing eat salsa and chips as we're filming.
But not like we really had a choice in the matter.
Hey, whatever, man.
Like, hey, man, you can't have chips and motherfucking salsa and stuff here. You know, like, who's gonna say that to him? I wasn't.
So, introduce yourselves, guys.
I'm Daddy X over here.
Bobby G.
Johnny Richter. D-Lo.
Motherfucker Pagliga.
Both of us had a hard time looking up at them because, I don't know, when you ask a question, you want to look up and see their face and see them looking at you like, fuck you just say, you know, like you don't want to see that, so you just ask the question and you just kind of humbly like, wait.
For the people out there that don't know who Cottonmouth Kings are, the people that are in school,
Might get that way.
give a short summary of what you guys are all about.
We're all about personal freedom, smoking the good ganja, eating the munchies, satisfying our munchies.
You can picture the movies, you know, the rock star behind the scenes, all, you know, backstage passes, you know, you get back there and you're like, these dudes just want to eat. You know, it wasn't like, you know, pussy and coke and weed, like you'd imagine that.
Anyway, what are the advantages of being like the underground band? You know, you don't have to deal with labels or whatever.
Well, you know, it's just, there's a lot, it's just, people bring us lots of good presents, like good bags of herb and pop brownies and cookies, and girls give us free blowjobs, and, you know, we get lots of good munchies like this thrown to us, and there's a lot of advantages.
Do you think D-Lo was really that pissed at us? I mean, look at his face. I mean, I don't know, was it just because he was hungry and they had to be on stage like momentarily because Blaze, your dead homie, you could hear in the background, is performing as we're interviewing him?
I don't, you know, honestly, I think it was a little bit of, he was hungry and he just wanted it to be over.
I mean, look at this picture right here, like this still we took in the interview. Do you think he's that pissed off at us? I mean, look at that face. I mean, he looks like his eyes are boring a hole in the back of my head.
It's like, I just want this fat bastard to shut the fuck up so I can have some nachos and just be left alone.
So after the interview, we got to go watch our show and everything. We've seen them a few times before that, but they put on one hell of a show that night.
Yeah.
It was a good time. So even though the interview wasn't exactly up to our standards, on our behalf, not on theirs at all, you know, I couldn't even get their website right. Go to cottonmouthkings.com, suburbannoise.com. We'll check you later.
Suburban Noise Records.
Suburbannoiserecords.com. I'm sorry, man. So nervous. So anyway, thanks for checking out this film. Leave comments. You know, do whatever.
Yeah.
See ya.
Call him a dick.
If you want, you can call me a dick.
Call him a dick.
What's up, everybody? This is Daddy X from the Cottonmouth Kings, still blowing smoke rings, and you're watching Primal Soup right here with my good friends, the Cottonmouth Kings, sitting here. Don't touch that dial. Stay a while.
Get a bowl.
So moving on from that, we're moving on to the final clip of Season 5 Retrospective Part 2. It's back to the bodybuilding show, and this clip has credits running over top of it, you know, because it was the end of an episode and whatnot. So I'm just going to put this up in the corner, let credits roll, and I'm going to say, see you later. I'll see you next time for Season 6.
I'm here with Jesse McCabe, and he had a really kind of tough journey to get here. Tell us a little bit about your journey and what it takes to become a bodybuilding person.
Just dieting and really watching what you eat and stuff like that. And I actually lost 100 pounds. Did you not hear what I said? I lost 100 pounds for this show. Why are you going to start eating a sandwich in front of me?
That's one freaking sandwich.
I don't
dude.
care. See, it's people like you. No, I don't want to bite. It's people like you. You're never going to make it. Never going to do anything in your life.
I just had a question, man.
You know what, forget it. I don't even want to do this.
This is kind of embarrassing because all these guys are really, really, you know, big and tough, and holy man. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. I feel really uncomfortable right now, but we're.
If you notice, we're surrounded by.
All right. We're here. Okay. All right. Hey, Primal Soup, I'm doing this for you. This is Mark. He's one of the competitors today, and you'll see him on a skit coming up here in the future. But What got you into competitive bodybuilding, Mark?
Since my brother turned, he can't lift anymore. No. Just younger years growing up, getting my ass whooped every other day, and I was getting pretty off, including some kid named Bird, someone named Matthew, and Jimmy Gold. It's just
they used to pick on you constantly.
Oh, neighbor boys beat at me. Dude, they threw me off roofs, smashed my head with cinder blocks.
So they're not gonna do that now?
No, well, that's the whole reason why I got into bodybuilding. I want to get lifted. I want to get bigger so I can beat the out of them
So
later on.
were you a skinny guy, or did you kind of look like this?
No, I always look like this, basically.
Oh, okay.
I was always pretty built since I come out the womb. I think I come out the womb lifting weights.
Lifting weights out the womb. Well, what are some tips if I want to get this flub into some muscle? What do I have to do?
You gotta eat right, exercise daily.
Well, that's out.
That's it. Eat right, exercise daily. And you gotta stop smoking.
Smoking? I can't do that, man. I don't smoke cigarettes, so that's all right.
Yeah, that's gonna stimulate the blood vessels in the veins and your mind over matter. You think you're gonna put up a lot of weight and it's gonna crush your chicken chest. I mean,
I'm more like quarter pounder with cheese chest.
Yes.
I think we should do the.
Wait, I can do this, so I can.
I think we should do the over the top scene, like the arm wrestling. Over the top.
All right. You ready?
Go ahead.
Oh! When I turn my hat around, it's like a switch. All right. Well, I'm gonna put my shirt on before I embarrass anyone else here.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Thanks a lot.